Well, some people online are using any negative headline or information to spread misinformation about the vaccines. One of the leading researchers on this topic works at UW and is helping people navigate the confusion.
Misinformation gets its power from when we share it.
Kalina Koltai is a postdoctoral fellow at the UW Center for an Informed Public. She started studying vaccine misinformation years before the COVID pandemic and is now tracking deceptive narratives people are spreading online.
Do you think Facebook is doing enough to stop the spread of misinformation about vaccines?
I think Facebook has made a huge stride in improving their policies. They've come up with more and more comprehensive policies of like what counts and doesn't count. I think the difficult part is that particularly people who have prominent platforms have gotten very good at winking at why vaccines are safe without violating the policy.
So sharing information without explicitly saying, hey, this might be bad.
Exactly, or like directing it to like an alternative platform like, hey, here's this thing, but if you want to read more, go here.
Facebook just announced it will apply vaccine labels to specific posts about the shots, linking to credible sources like the World Health Organization. Koltai says people should not jump to conclusions just by reading headlines. Several countries paused their use of the AstraZeneca vaccine this week because of concerns it may cause blood clots in some patients.
And that's tricky because it's not necessarily misinformation to say that, these countries are deciding to like pause the rollout of that vaccine. That's very true stuff. But I think it's understanding that, hey, even though we're pausing that vaccine doesn't mean that all vaccines are unsafe.
She says it's important to keep in mind the approved COVID vaccines in the U.S. have been rigorously tested and are already saving countless lives.
If you'd like more information on how to stop the spread of vaccine misinformation online, text UW, no spaces, to 206-448-4545, and we will link you to a very helpful guide that they've put together. Live in Seattle, Ted Land, King 5 News.